Well, hello everybody, welcome to the SCHLiNGEL Talks, and this time I have a really great audience, a great bunch of people sitting on the sofa with me. These are the stars of the SCHLiNGEL films. They have one thing in common, they are all actors and they played a main role in one of the films that have been shown here on the festival. Perhaps you just can present yourselves at first.
Hi, my name is Katja Matkovic. I'm from Croatia. I was main character in Dnevnik Paulina P. I was Paulina P. And my movie is about like a young girl who was like who has parents, and they started to fight and they wanted to get divorced, and then they don't get divorced, but they get divorced, and then I tried to
Put them together again.
Yes, again. And in the school there's a new girl, and I'm like not that very happy because like she take all my friends, and yeah. So the movie is fun. So if you want to watch it, you can watch it.
Okay, so give the microphone to Gaby.
Hi, my name is Gaby Jourdain. I play in the movie Adventures in the Land of ASHA. I'm the ASHA in the movie, actually, and I think it's a very sentimental movie. Like, it's like all the family could watch it. It's a little boy who he's like, je sais pas comment dire en anglais, comment il est malade, genre.
He is a bit ill. He is
Yeah,
ill. He has
he's
the
ill.
illness of the
He has
skin.
a illness of the skin, and he's like, he couldn't fit in at school, so then he finds like this friend that's named Asha, but then he doesn't know that she'll have a bunch of adventures with him, and film is very fun, actually. It's like a fun and sentimental movie at the same time.
Hello everybody, my name is Oscar. I play Max in COCO FARM. I'm 14 years old, so yeah, I play Max, yeah. So COCO FARM is a movie for all people. Everybody can watch it. Everybody can identify as a person in the movie. So I'm Max, a little guy who started a farm of chicken, like chicken who make eggs, and he sells eggs. So, and there's a lot of second story with his parents, with his friends. So I guess everybody can watch it and like it as they want. So come to Chemnitz and
To see COCO FARM.
to
yeah?
see COCO FARM and all our films.
Thank you, Oscar.
Je peux parler en français?
Oui.
Bonjour tout le monde. Mon nom c'est Alex Dupras. Je viens du Canada et j'ai 12 ans. Le film, c'est un peu comme Gaby le racontait. C'est un petit gars vers les années 1940 qu'il n'est pas courageux, mais il va l'être au fil du temps. Puis il va se faire un petit ami autochtone avec qui va garder des liens, puis qui va vivre plein d'aventures à la recherche de ses parents pour guérir sa maladie.
So Alex just told us that he's 12 years old and he is playing the second main role in the film The Adventures in the Land of ASHA. He's playing a young boy in the 1940s who has a skin problem, and ASHA, the role that Gaby is playing, tells him that her mother perhaps can cure his illness, and so a lot of adventures start up. So now,
Hi, my name's Sophia Reid-Gantzert. I'm 13 years old and I play Erwin Page in Popular Theory. The film is about Erwin, and she's a 12-year-old girl in the 11th grade, and she feels really isolated and she doesn't have any friends until Winston comes along, and they work together to make this really cool science project for the science fair. It's a chemical that makes you popular. But then when people start using it, everything just goes wrong.
Hi, my name is Charlotte St. Martin, and I'm a 14-year-old actress from Montreal. I play in the movie How to Get Your Parents to Divorce, and it's about a 12-year-old girl, Justine, who really wishes her parents could divorce because they're always fighting because of her mother's miscarriage. Nobody talks about it in the house, and they really should. So everybody's sad secretly, and yeah, I mean, with all her friends, he just tries to make them divorce, and it's hard, it's complicated, and this movie is really emotional with the sensitive Justine that I love so much. She just wants the best for herself, for her friends, for her family, and she's gonna try to achieve that goal during the movie.
Nice. Hi, my name is Isaac. I'm 12 years old. I play as Etienne in Equa Delta. The movie is about, unfortunately, death. Yeah, because about death. I have a brother, a little brother who loves aliens like me. It's about aliens too. So I forgot. Actually, I don't know how to say it in English, but je joue le rôle de Étienne, puis c'est un film à propos des extraterrestres, genre, moi puis mon frère, on essaie de trouver les extraterrestres, en fait, mais un accident arrive, malheureusement.
Yeah, he's just telling us that the film is about aliens. It's about the relationship of an older and a younger brother, and the younger brother is hit by thunder,
Yeah, exactly.
and so he dies. And everybody tries to tell that he's dead, but you don't want to believe it, and you try to get in contact with him, like you try to get in contact with the aliens. So it's a very touching and emotional film also.
Yeah,
Well, perhaps you can also present yourself.
Hi, my name is Zhannat. I'm 13 years old. I play Arnaud in the movie The Gift. And Arnaud once was a boy because your family not have a boy, have 5 girls, and your father wants have a boy.
Okay. So perhaps just everybody of you can tell us, it's a big dream of many young people to be an actor. And now you all achieved being an actor, being in the cinema. So perhaps you can tell us if it was the first movie you shot or if you had experience. Perhaps you can just tell the audience how you became an actor. How did you become the role in the film you were playing?
It's my first film, and my sister... Моя сестра нашла кастинг на этот фильм. Я очень люблю повторять всякие эмоции делать, и мы пошли на этот кастинг, и меня выбрали на главную роль Арно.
Zhannat hat uns eben erzählt, that her sister was inviting her to come to a casting, and in this casting she was actually be accepted for the lead role, and the most fun part was to play all the emotions, and it's her first film ever, so yeah.
How was it for you, Isaac? Tell us.
So it was my friend dad the friend of my dad who was already in the cast, so he was gonna play Steve in the movie, and they didn't have the main role, so he said to me, do you want to make the audition? The audition, yeah. It sounds German. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, so I've done it, and I did it. Now I'm here in Germany to present my movie.
So what was, Isaac, perhaps just tell us, what was complicated, what was challenging in the role you were playing? Can you tell us something about
probably crying, because I've never done anything with cinema, and to try to cry on command was really to try to cry directly when they wanted me to cry. That was the hard part.
Were you working with tricks? Did they put some onion oil?
They did sometimes, but there was other times where I was crying by myself, and I was really happy with that. I didn't know I could do that, so yeah.
Charlotte, did you also have to cry in front of the camera?
I did, and it's really easy for me. I'm lucky about this. I can get in the emotion really easily, and this made it all so easy. Well, I started when I was 4. My father is an actor too, and he asked me if I wanted to act, and I said yes, because I loved movies so much and watching them and recreating all the scenes. And yeah, I mean, I've been working ever since, and I love it so much. I want to do this my whole life. For this role, I actually didn't have an audition. I met the director 3 years before the movie was made, and they didn't have the budget to make the movie at the time, but they had the budget like 2 years later, and she called me and she asked me, do you want to play my main character? And I couldn't believe it. I said yes. I read the scenario and I loved it so much. So that's how I became Justin.
So your father is an actor. Is this a gift or is it a problem? Is it something telling, you must do it like this? No, make it different. Is it good for you? Is he supporting you, or is it more?
Oh, it's really good. Actually, he can help me to audition for stuff. He can help me like to get ready for my auditions, and I do help him too when he needs someone to like help him with his lines and all. So yeah, we help each other a lot.
And what's your mother doing? Is she also an actress?
No, she's a journalist and an author.
Okay. Sophie, tell us something about your experience.
Well, I started acting when I was 7, and a talent agent contacted my parents and was like, oh, have you ever thought about putting her in movies? And I was like, yes, please, I really want to be in film. But how I got the role was I got an audition from my agent, and I did 2 more auditions for the role after that, and then I got it.
So with 7 years you started. What was it? Was it on stage? Was it something like theater, or was it already something that was shot with a video?
No, I started with movies.
What do you like about being an actor?
I think it's just such like an amazing community, like with all like the cast and crew and stuff like that, and you know, it's always so much fun being on set, even if you have like a small or big role. It's just always so fun.
Okay. Now, Alex, tell us, how was it for you? Was it your first movie?
Non, ben, j'ai fait mon premier court-métrage quand j'avais 4 ans et demi. Sinon, avant, j'ai commencé à faire des photos. Ben, les photos, je les ai commencées quand j'avais 11 mois. Ben, pour l'audition, ben, ça me tentait vraiment de faire ce rôle-là. J'aime beaucoup les rôles qui sortent de l'ordinaire, ben, qui n'est pas moi en vraie vie. Ben, c'est-à-dire j'ai fait 4-5 auditions, puis ils m'ont appelé pour me dire que j'avais le rôle la journée de ma fête. C'est-à-dire ça, c'était vraiment le fun. L'affaire qui a été un défi pour moi dans ce film-là, c'est de rentrer dans le personnage, puis de vivre un garçon qui est dans les années 40, qui vit une maladie aussi, c'est-à-dire ça a été un beau défi. Puis je suis très contente du résultat.
So he just told us that he started acting with 4 years, but before he was already a photo model with 11 months. He made his first photo shootings, and he made 5 or 6 auditions for this role, and it was not easy for him because he had to play a boy in the 1940s, so in the past, and this was not easy for him. And they told him that he got the role on the day of his birthday, so this was a very special and big present for him. So Oscar, now tell us.
Actually, I have a really weird starting of career. So, like 3 years ago, there's a Facebook ad, I would say. It was like, we're searching like a little boy, blue eyes, short hair, who is like, energetic, things like that. Because it was like the 12 hours before the end of the casting. So it was just like a presentation, like I'm filming myself and I'm just like, hey, hello, I'm Oscar, I love to play football, things like that. And then I got the audition. So I made the audition and the mood goes very well. Like we were understanding very well each other. So it was very good and I got the role. This was not for COCO FARM, it was L'Arracheuse de Temps, another movie that I made. And after that, Isabelle Axel Thez was like, oh, like she was liking me. So she found me other role that she thought that I will be good in it. And like she found me Plan B, Chien Chat, and now I made COCO FARM. And COCO FARM was one of my best experience. Like it was so fun to make. All the summer I didn't miss school. Like it was like a summer camp. It was very nice.
So the person who helped you getting the roles, is she your agent? Or
No,
is
I
she-
don't have an agent.
Is it-
like yeah, casting director. Okay.
Ah, yeah, the cast,
Okay.
yeah. Ah, yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
and yes. So big shout out to my mom that trained me at my beginning. So thank you, mom.
Well, okay, Gaby.
So this was actually this was actually my first experience ever. It's actually a very funny story because my sister put me in acting. So she was like, "Oh, I saw this ad. Would you like to play in? Would you like to audition for this?" I was like, "Okay." So I tried it, and it went very well actually. And then I met with the director of the movie, and she was like, "Oh, I love you so much." And one time we were like, she was calling me to say I got the role, but it's like a very funny story actually. She was calling me like right when I played some games, and like I told my dad, Dad, the director is calling me, and she was like, "Okay, answer." So I answered, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And then she told me, "Oh, and also you got the role," and I was like, my dad already knew it, and I was like, "Oh, not serious, Dad." It's actually, I'm proud of myself by doing a movie because not a lot of indigenous people go like to acting or like do big things in life, and it was very challenging for me to get up at 5 in the morning.
Oh, well, I think so.
It was not hard to cry at that time. I'm like a very easy person. I'm like a sensitive person actually, and yeah, I just love like even like I don't know what's your name, but like
Juri. Nee.
Yeah,
Oh,
Juri.
Gaby?
Yeah.
No, this is not Gaby, this is Sophie. Sorry, you are Gaby. No.
Like she said, even if it's like a small role or a big role, it's like super fun to act with the community that you have and the people that surround you. A very fun work to do.
You just told us that it's very special that indigenous people get this role. How is the situation for indigenous people in Quebec, in Canada?
It's like a very big opportunity, actually. It's like people are like going crazy about it. Like when my mom when I knew I got the role, I was like telling all my friends, and my best friend was like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of you!" And like she made me really happy when she said, because she said she was proud of me, and that really reminded me of my grandma, because she died 6 years ago, and I loved her so much, and my mom knows it as well. So.
And you had to travel very far to be on set. 1,000 kilometers, I think, or something. You live very far away from the place where the film had been shot. Really?
The placement of the shot was like in the Harringtons and the Laurentides, and it was like 12 hours ride in car to get there. So
12 hours. Boo. Okay. Yeah, that's far away. Katja, now tell us something about your experiences.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I don't know how many years ago, but I think I was 2nd grade, and I have this amazing teacher, and she was like so good, and I love her. And one day I started to like make I don't know how to say it. I started making laugh all of the class. I was like.
He was the clown of the class
yes,
or something.
Yes, and my teacher saw that, and she said, "Wow, she's really good." And then she told my mom to put me in drama class. So my mom was at first like, maybe later. I don't think that. Yeah, but I like asked her. I was like, that is a brilliant idea, and I really wanted that. So my mom did that. And now I'm doing drama class 3 years, yes. And when I started, there was audition, and I wanted to try it. And it was Corona then, so we have to film ourselves how we do it. cannot meet. We needed to film. So there was a first round and I did it. There was second round, I did it. And the third time we finally met. And then the fourth time when we met, they said that I got the main role. And it was so fun and I loved it, really loved it. And it was such a fun experience. But the problem is, at the beginning, I was a little bit like, I was laughing and I cannot stop laughing because it was so fun. That was my problem. But then as we started to film, I was getting better and better, and now I'm here and I'm really good, I can say.
In the beginning,
I mean,
perhaps if you laugh, it's a kind of, if you're very nervous, sometimes laughing is something to, it's a sign of being nervous.
Yeah, I love positivity, and I love positive people, and I love that I'm positive. I want to be positive.
So everybody of you loves acting, of course. Everybody says it's a great job, it's big fun. So Katja, perhaps what's the most fun thing about being in front of the camera? What do you enjoy most?
I enjoy everything, but if I have to answer something, I would like definitely say that I don't know, it was awesome for me because like I always liked to film myself when I was little, and then I was in the movie, so everything is in the beginning, everything was for me like really like a roller coaster. It was really crazy.
But Gaby, if you're in front of the camera, it's not always easy. Of course, everybody of you loves being an actor, but there are also hard times sometimes, I think. What perhaps is difficulties or challenges you have to face while shooting a film?
Sometimes, because I'm like a crazy laughter at everything, so sometimes when I'm on camera and I have to look directly to the camera and I have to be like super serious, like someone will say 3, 2, 1, action, and I will be like, oh no, don't laugh. In my head I will like repeat it so much that I will laugh at the end. So it's not a very good situation for me, but sometimes I can handle it and sometimes it's a no.
Do you remember a scene that was mostly challenging for you, that was very difficult to shoot? Did you also have to cry in front of the camera? Were there a scene?
I had to cry, and that scene, that the person that does the hair told me, oh, do you want me to put you something in the eyes to cry? And I said, oh no, it's going to be good. And when I wanted to cry, I couldn't, because I was like, oh no, why couldn't I cry? And I thought of my grandma, and I was like, oh no, why did I thought about that? And like, it started coming.
So it helped you thinking of your grandma that died 6 years ago, and so the tears were falling by themselves. Oscar, how is it for you? What is perhaps difficult for being an actor?
Yeah, it's probably the same thing, to cry, to let the tears go, because I never experienced like a death of people like close to me, so I don't have like some people like this thought of something sad and they cry, but I never lived that. So I don't cry, but I have the emotion. But the tears don't come out. So yeah, they put me like the mint thing in the eye, so it makes me tear up. But I don't think that appears. I think, well, if you are in the emotion and doing great your job, the tears are not that important.
Is there another scene in your movie that was especially difficult to shoot, or that you have in mind?
Yeah, one scene with my dad at the tree. We were like talking to each other about my mom that died. So it was really hard to like stay in that sad thing, because I'm really a happy person in life. I'm not like angry or sad. So it was pretty hard to me to stay like 3 minutes straight into that emotion, but I did it and I'm proud of myself.
Alex, how was it for you to being in front of the camera? Was it always easy or were there difficulties sometimes?
Ben, des fois, j'ai quelques difficultés. Ben, mon premier, c'est que des fois, quand je suis stressée ou il y a des choses que je sais pas faire, je fais tout le temps comme ça.
Mm-hmm.
C'est-à-dire, ben, ça, c'est pas tant wow. Mais ouais.
Yeah, he just told me that sometimes if he's stressed or if he's nervous, he's making with his lips things like this. And if he's in front of the camera, of course, they don't want to have this. So it's not so easy to keep the mouth relaxed. And so this was a difficulty for him on set. Quelle scène était la plus difficile à jouer pour toi? Oui.
Ben moi, c'était la scène où j'étais dans un lac. J'étais sur le dos, puis ben, le lac, il était quoi? Quasiment -10. Puis j'étais dedans, en train de ben, il fallait que je me mette sur le dos. Puis là, c'est genre vraiment, vraiment froid. En plus, il était 10h30 du soir. C'est-à-dire, il faisait vraiment, mais vraiment froid.
So he told us that a very difficult scene was that he had to be in a lake, and the lake was very cold. It was at 10 o'clock in the evening, so it was quite tough to go in this very cold water. Sophie, tell us, is it always fun? Of course, everybody likes being an actor who is an actor. But are there things that you find difficult?
I think maybe when you're auditioning for a role that you really, really, really wanted, but then you don't get it.
Yeah.
I think that can be sometimes difficult, especially like if it keeps happening, because then you might feel like, oh, well, maybe I'm just like, maybe not good enough. But, you know, and again, like what Gaby said about the laughing thing, I have like difficulty with that too. There was this one scene in Popular Theory. It was for a transition where my co-star, the guy who plays Lincoln, he had to like come really close to my face and like scream Erwin, and then I had to turn to him and he was like that close, and we had to redo it so many times because I kept laughing because like we just had to stare at each other. It was really funny.
Do you have a coach who trained with you the scenes, or were there a lot of rehearsals before the shooting?
My mom is actually my acting coach. Shout out to my mom. So yeah, she helps me with all my auditions, all my scenes and stuff like that. I'm really grateful.
So okay, the difficult thing is perhaps the disappointment if you don't get a role. But what is so enjoyable doing something in front of the camera? Why everybody of you likes it so much? What is the passion?
I don't know. I think for me, it's getting to play all the emotions. Like I love scenes where, you know, you have to play really subtle emotions and like it's just something behind your eyes. Like I just think that's so fun.
Your role is a really strange girl, and her name is also very strange.
Yeah.
Erwin, in German, Alvin. It's a very old-fashioned name for old men. So, did you know? That's strange.
Yeah. Because she's named after Erwin Schrödinger, so a scientist. Her mom was like also really big on science, and she named her kid after that.
So it's of course a very strange and funny role.
Yeah.
So, Charlotte, tell us something about what do you like about acting and what is difficult?
I feel like everyone has to choose one job in their life, and I get to pick every single job ever because I can play a doctor like later. I can play every personality, you know, that I'm not, you know. I can play a mean girl, I can play a very kind girl, I can play just, I don't know, I feel like I can play so many emotions, I can have so many jobs, so many lives, and I just have like many skins and personalities, and that's what I love about this.
Charlotte, what is the hardest emotion to play for you? Is it being happy, being sad, being aggressive? What would you say?
I feel like it's being angry. I'm not angry often. When I'm like really angry at someone, I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna yell. So yelling at someone and being angry at them, it's so hard for me because I'm not used to it. So for it to look natural, it's really hard because I can't relate to it in my life.
So if you have a scene to play where you have to be exactly like this, yelling, being loud, so you try this at home in front of the mirror, or how are you preparing for such a scene?
When I have a scene that is really hard to play, I feel like I don't practice it. I just practice the lines. I don't practice the emotion. And when I'm on set, that's when I will start practicing myself. And I feel like that's what is really helpful because it stays natural. It's not like rehearsed.
Getting in the emotion, Isaac, is something of the things an actor has to do.
Yeah.
And very often, if people try to act, they overact. They make too big emotions.
Yeah.
So how do you get in the emotions, and how do you find the right dose, not to be too much, not, you know, is there a trick or something?
Well, actually, one thing with me, I don't manage to get too much. I've never, like, when I have to cry, I don't cry that much, or else I have to force myself real much, but I'm not a guy who, extreme, genre.
Yeah, you're not extremely,
yeah, I'm
so
not
you're more the bit decent.
Yeah, I don't, like, I stay happy, but nothing much any more than that, yeah.
What was, of course, a sad movie, as you told us. So were the sad emotions the hardest thing for you to play, or were there other things, other scenes, perhaps a stunt or another thing that happened on the set that was special?
Well, actually, like Charlotte, I can't get angry. Like when I'm angry, I cry too. So talking about that, when I had to cry, most of the time the director just told me to yell at him, and this made me cry. So the whole time you see me cry is just me being like sad for yelling at someone. Yeah.
In the film, you have a little brother who dies.
Yeah.
In real life, you have a brother or sister?
No, I'm only child. Yeah.
And perhaps you can also tell us something about what is perhaps was a difficult scene you had to play in the movie.
Наверное, самая трудная сцена была, когда я вырывала свою родинку, мне приходилось плакать, мне было трудно плакать, потому что, это трудная эмоция. Потом, так как, когда я плакала, мне говорили, подумай о чем-нибудь плохом. Я думала об этом, но все равно понимала то, что это просто подстроено, и я не могла нормально заплакать, и мне было больно вырывать родинку.
So there is a scene in this movie, Zhannat told us, where she has a birthmark on her lip the whole movie, and at the end she's trying to rip it off because it's like a bad sign for her. And then she tries to rip it off and is crying, and that was like super hard for her with the actually telling the real emotion. And then the director was saying think about something sad maybe, but even still with thinking about something sad, it was not easy for her to do this, and it kind of seemed fake to her, but yes, so this was really hard for her to do the real bad crying.
Okay, of course, it's great fun to have you all here. You told me you're all for the first time in Germany at the SCHLiNGEL Festival. Perhaps you can just, in the last round, tell us something. Yeah, what do you like about being here in Germany? What are your experiences? Is there something funny happened to you?
Можешь рассказать, что тебе самое больше нравится в ШЛингеле, в Германии, что самое классное для тебя сейчас быть здесь, в Германии и в Кемнитце?
Вообще я никогда не была за границей, в общем, и первое, куда я поехала за границу, это в Германию, в Европу. Я очень рада этому. Мне здесь нравится, здесь очень красивые здания, здесь очень чисто, спокойно, мне очень вот это нравится. Вот.
So Zhannat just told us that this was her first time ever being out of her country, and now the first country is Germany. And she just enjoys it so much. She was so happy to come here, and she actually likes all the pretty buildings here, and she thinks it's really clean and very silent as well, and she really likes that.
Isaac, for you it was also the first time?
Yeah, first time in Germany, but not in Europe. I went to France not a long time ago, and you can ask the question if you want, but the thing that I like here is people. Like, people are really kind for the moment, what I've seen. But yeah, that's the thing that I like, that I really like.
But because on the festival you watched the film on the big screen
Yeah.
with a lot of pupils. How were the reactions when they saw you on the screen? How were the questions after the screening?
Really good reaction, like people liked the movie. But for the question, there was a lot of questions that didn't have, but I mean a lot. There was 2 or 3 questions who didn't have any like rapport.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah, sense about the movie. Like, I'm not. Yeah, for people who were there, you know. But yeah, that's it.
Charlotte, how was your screening and what do you like about Germany?
What I like about Germany is that I've been actually to Europe once and France too, and I really did love it. Europe is so beautiful, the food is awesome, and I feel like the buildings and the architecture is so beautiful. So I was really happy to discover Germany, a new country for me, and I thought that it reflected like really the essence of Europe, and I think it was so pretty. And the screening didn't happen yet. It's on Thursday and Friday. But when people see my movie in general in cinemas in Quebec, they laugh, they cry, and I feel like it's so special to give emotions to people. I feel like that's another thing that I love about being an actress. So yeah, I mean, I hope people will have these emotions too here.
I'm sure they will have. Sophie, how was it for you? Did you have the screening already with the?
Yeah, I actually had the first screening today. I think it went well. Again, like a lot of the questions, most of it was just asking for like my Snapchat and like my Instagram. And I was like, I don't have Snapchat, sorry. But there were some good questions. It was really fun.
And do you like German kitchen? Did you have an experience, or is it the same as in Canada or in Quebec?
I really like Germany. All the people that I've met here have been really nice. I actually have some friends from Germany, and they're all really nice. Especially, you know, the people at the festival. They've been great.
Did you learn a German word?
Yeah. Some of the kids tried to teach me German words. I didn't really do too well.
Did you got one in mind?
I think I can't remember what it was. They were trying to teach me the word for like some sort of sandwich.
Sandwich?
It was really weird. It was really random. They really wanted to teach me this like word for a sandwich.
Okay, hot dog? No, because this is nope. I don't
No.
know. No. Okay, we will see. Alex, is it first time in Germany?
Ouais, c'est ma première fois. Ben, j'aime beaucoup ça. J'aime beaucoup les paysages. Ben, le moderne, genre, je sais pas comment dire, mais comme c'est nouveau, on dirait. Aussi, j'aime beaucoup voir les chutes, l'architecture. Puis j'aime aussi beaucoup le chocolat ici.
And he likes the architecture, the people, and he likes the chocolate. Well, the German chocolate. Of course, it's not bad, yeah. Oscar.
Yeah, so it's my first time in Europe, so I'm really happy. It's a big step for me.
Is it so different from Canada?
Yeah, like there's so much like building that stayed like long time ago. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I really liked it. I think I have this thing for it. I hope to cross the world again. Yeah. But the screaming didn't happen yet, so I cross my fingers that people will react, cry, laugh.
But your film has been shown in cinema already?
Yeah, a long time ago.
And what questions do people ask you after seeing the film? Is there one question they always ask you?
Yeah, it's always like, how was it with the 300 chicken? Yeah, how was it? But it was pretty fun. I make some of them twerk. Yeah, it was fun.
Because 300 chicken, you have a chicken farm in the film, and so they ask you what it was. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
because one day I actually had 300 chicken. It was weird.
In a room or what?
Yeah, in the real world, like we will find them like in the street, like walking. It was
okay.
funny.
A special scene, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like one day, all day we had like 300 chicken, and the other days it was like 30, like yeah.
Okay. This was a mass scene, a mass chicken scene.
How did you make a chicken twerk? Like, How did you make a chicken twerk? That was really random. I mean,
That special chicken actor, acting chicken.
You take their legs, like you put it on your arm, and you bend it like there, so they're like his ass will go up, and you re-put it, so it makes like this. It's pretty fun. I have a video of this if you want after.
Okay, Gaby, did you have your screening already?
No, not actually. My first screening will be Wednesday, and then after Friday.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, a lot.
What do you think? How will people react seeing the film?
I think they'll cry because of like the ending.
Yeah, sad ending. No happy end?
No. I like a happy ending, but like a sad ending at the same time.
Okay, and what do you like about it? Do you enjoy being here in Germany?
Yeah, actually, it's a very like very fun country. Actually, like as Isaac said, the people were like the people here are like super nice, and the architecture is like super cool, like. And what I really love about this country is that my dad could have like this like whole beard that like is my face. So he's like, oh my God, do you like this beer? Oh my God, I'm gonna drink this. So he's like really happy about it.
Yeah, well, Germany is the land of the beer. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I know that the day I was coming here.
Okay, I hope you have to take a bit time and you're not drinking beer until.
Oh no.
Not a good idea. Okay, Katja. So, yeah, first time in Germany?
Yes.
And what are your experiences?
It's really pretty and everything is really clean, and it's really different from Zagreb, where I live. And it was my first time flying with airplanes, so I was really, really happy when I was flying because I never have the chance to do that. So I was really happy, and I love in Germany. I love whenever I go somewhere. I love to go to different stores, what we don't have. So I see what they have, like what candy they have, and everything. And I like to go to stores and see what they have, and then maybe get something for my brothers, and it's just so fun and pretty, and I love it.
Okay, so it's so nice to have you here on the festival. It's so great that you are over here in Chemnitz. We are really honored to have you here as our guests, and we love your films. You are doing a great job. We wish you the best time in Germany, and it's always good to learn one word if you are in another country, and perhaps one word to say goodbye in German is tschüss. Tschüss. So perhaps we can give to our audience, we say all together a big tschüss and wave the hands, okay? And 3, 2, 1, tschüss, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.